Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is back at the base. You're gonna do since I do text, baby. Until next time, it's your boy Domination. This is back at the base. You're gonna do since how we do text, baby. Again, the only place gonna get it, only place gonna get it, only place gonna get it is right back with basic. You're gonna do since how we do text, baby. Man, that does back. You know it is, know this, know this. Real men rise up. Fake men rise down. Real woman rise up. Fake woman rise down. But the word preach and preach on. And today's topic we're going to talk about is, dude, I totally agree with you when you break it down the 10 reasons why why MF relationships are failing. Man, I agree with you. But I'm gonna tell you what the real problem is. It's this: we live in a matriarchy of a matriarchament. That's the problem. That's the number one problem. If you're not being this certain type of way, a certain type of person, then they're not gonna check you out. That's just the way it is. But you know what I really hate when people do that? When they don't want you back then, now they want you now. I don't like that. That really pissed me off because you wonder where's that same person that actually wanted you back then, but they want you now. They don't even want you back then, but they want you now because they're getting old again. And this does happen in our society. It does happen. It's in the Bible. Because ever since Adam and Eve, some people really believe that. When Eve convinced Adam to eat the apple of the tree, even though she had sex with the snake and then had sex with Adam, but she really had a baby by the damn snake instead of Adam. That means he got to take over the leftovers. So that explains a lot. But that's not Adam's first wife. That's Adam's second wife. And then he messed with Cleopatra. Then he messed with Libby. But he playing games with her, and she wanted him. But every time she getting babies, those babies always end up dying. She didn't deserve to have no children. She was not a way to be a good mother. But Eve got to be a good. But this stuff happens many years to come. Nobody wants to address this. Nobody wants to talk about it. Even Christianity know this issue. There's a real reason why there are women become single moms. There's a real reason why there are dudes out there doing what they doing. There's a real reason why all these things are going on, and when it comes to relationships. See, nobody wants to address that problem. Because at the end of the day, there's two types of people. People that doing what they're supposed to do, and people going to do what they want to do. But when you say this stuff, what's the first thing people going to say? You're bitter. You're bitter. You're bitter. You're bitter. You're bitter. No, it's for when people say you're bitter, they meant to say what it was forbidden to speaking this truth. That's what they meant when they say you're bitter. You ain't supposed to say that. It's forbidden you to say this truth. That's what they really meant. That's what they really meant. Just basically, if you can't beat it, just go along with it. Just fake it. Even if you're not with it or you're not down with it, just go along with it. And some people will encourage you to do that. But you don't want to end up like them. You really don't. And it's not to say, oh, you think you better than us. No. Ain't nobody going to hell with y'all. Are you out of your goddamn mind? People commit sin. I just think that's the problem. I think men are guilty of this just as much as females does. And they wonder why nobody gonna love them or cared about them. So they look going after the lust. That's what clubs for. That's what strip clubs for. That's what dancing clubs is. All that other stuff that goes on. Prostitution, menage a trois, orgasm, menage a trois, threesome, foursome, you name it. Even Kako, all that stuff is going on. Why you think there's so much divorces, feeling divorces of rates are going up in this country? They'll ignore that silence about this issue because they know once they get married, the sex is going to stop. This is why most men are afraid to get married. And also not just sex, they're afraid of the financial crisis they got to deal with. They got to pay them damn food to put the food in the fit baby's mouth and put clothes on the back and put food on the damn table. Women know this. Same thing, women afraid they gonna be cooked up in the house all the time, cooking and cleaning, ain't got to spend much time with herself, got to deal with them lousy crying ass kids, got to deal with the man, got to take care of him, but he can't take care of himself. See, that's women big fear, and she's afraid that as soon as that man gonna be creeping around, and he gonna get tired of her. See, men get tired of a woman and women get tired of men. I just think men and women need to be more honest about this issue. But you know what they do? They're gonna live the lie. Because and this is why men and women cheating. This is why but you right about one thing. It's still an issue. So true over anything. I agree with you what you're saying right there, because only way you're gonna have a relationship is trust and commitment and communication. I believe in trust. When you trust somebody, you know that person more than you know anybody. You gotta trust them. Same thing, they gotta trust you. Because if you don't earn that a little bit to trust in somebody, you don't earn a little trust when you have a relationship. And also, that's number one, trust. Number two, communicate. You gotta communicate. You gotta talk more. You got to know what you like and what you don't like, and who and what you do and what you don't do. It's very important for men and women need to do this, because if you don't be honest what you like, what you don't like, then you're not truly be honest nothing but yourself, but you're not be honest towards that person, and that person ain't doing the same thing to you. So if you want something better for your relationship, you got to communicate a lot more. It's just like you can communicate. If you can communicate with your friends and your family, you can communicate your love or partner. And the last not least, you got to commit, because the problem with people are afraid to commit because they want their sense of freedom, and they're afraid they're gonna lose that sense of freedom. They can't do the things they do. They're afraid they're gonna go out in the world. They might not trust. It's the same way trust in communication, but the same thing is trust and communication. But basically, you got to commit that one person. If you're not with that person, let them know. Don't just go out there and cheating and doing all the wrong that you do. Men need to be more honest about this just as much as women does. Women, I'm going to tell you, don't act like your shit don't stink, because there are women out there on the Instagram and Facebook being posted, and I know who the women I'm talking about who wants to fuck. And those are the women who ain't down with that. See, that's a real issue. And that's the problem, that nobody wants to address it, because you got to have money and there's certain things that you got to be in order to press somebody. When you going to have a sense of heart? They don't have that. And that angers me. I don't know who more worse. Is it men or women? Probably both. Because let's be honest. And they wonder why they don't have that kind of love. They only love for it is they care about themselves. You're supposed to care about yourself, but you got to care about other people's feelings. So only thing you got to do, you got to have a commitment. If you're going to commit to that person, be committed to them, that you're going to be down for them and always be there for them. If you're not with that, if you don't want to be with that person, let them know. But don't just expect them they're going to stick around forever and you can still do what you want to do. It don't work like that. Are you going to commit with that person, or are you going to mess with other people when you're single? Especially you're going to start having family and all this other stuff that go on. Because I don't believe in adultery. I don't believe in that. I just think deep down it's wrong, because they should have thought about staying single in the first place. I don't like when men do this, and I don't like females doing it. It's just wrong. See, this is why people don't take marriage a lot seriously. And they know Christianity against sex. They know it by the time they were raised, but they didn't want to hear that. So that's the biggest problem over there. Of truth over anything. So I like your video, and what you said right there is true. I just think the problem that they need three more. They need three more of the main ingredient problems that make a better ingredient to fix this problem about the relationship is trust, communication, and commitment. If you don't have these things, you don't have a better relationship to better have a better thing, anything worse to have a better relationship. And that's all I got to say about that. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basics that you're going to do. This is how we do text, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace and I'm out.